Oh, hi everybody, welcome back to Pit Stop. Boy, I tell you, the World Sports Cars were phenomenal at Mosport. The Chrysler Mosport 500 was a huge success from all aspects. The crowd, the car count, the competition, the weather, you couldn't ask for any better. On this week's show, we're going to take a look at the World Sports Car race and save the rest for next week because we got so much action from the race itself. We've got plenty to show you. Talk about qualifying. Max Papis turns in a 1:11.7, 2 seconds off the outright record. Look out next year when the chicanes are gone. Max Papis is going to be a hot guy if he's around next year as well, but who knows? He could be in an IndyCar by then. Meanwhile, we've got the World Sports Car race. It was a great one. Well, this is it. The Chrysler Mosport 500 is about to be upon us, and Ross Bentley, glad to have you at Mosport.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, let's hope for a good one. You're starting on the outside of the third row, and what do you expect?
Well, I think we're going to try to run a real consistent race. I'm not sure if we're going to try to, maybe one or two guys will try to run down at the very beginning, but then we're just going to settle in and kind of wait to the end of the race to kind of go for it then.
All right, good luck then.
Thank you.
Wayne, as you just get set to start out here, what's your expectations here? What's your strategy?
Well, it's a long race, I've just got to really see what pans out. All these races seem to go down to the last half hour, so if we can just remain in touch until the last half hour, we'll make our decision there.
Yeah, and you've got the Ferrari starting on the front row, so you're going to have to watch out for perhaps some teamwork against you.
I have no doubt that there's going to be teamwork against me, but normally those things work against them, so
okay.
Hopefully that's what will happen.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, Dyson Racing is here, and Rob Dyson's getting set to go, and it looks as though obviously Butch Leitzinger is going to start the car, and guess what? I guess you're the one that's going to be getting the fun for the first lap.
That's right. I picked the better straw, so I was able to get my pick on starting here.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, as Didier climbs into the car, this is going to be interesting. We've got Ferraris on the front row. It's going to be a hot battle. 111s they turn here, and as Didier straps himself into the car, we'll let one of the crew guys get in there to help strap him in. Moment where you got to make sure everything's in place, and Didier certainly wants to head out on the track all safe as could be. We're real happy to have this guy back behind the wheel. John Jones, it's a pleasure to have you here at Mosport, and I'm sure glad you're back behind the race car.
Yeah, thank you very much. We're glad to be here. It's definitely one of the tracks we love to always run at. I've been back for a while, but hopefully we can have a good run and put on a show for everybody.
Let's hope so. Good luck.
Thank you.
Jeff helped Scott get the final buckings in here as the anthems play. We're just about set. The Chrysler Mosport 500 is just about upon us. And Scott, I'll just get a quick word from you, boy. We're hoping for you here.
Yeah, it's going to be a long race. We're just trying to bring it to the finish, see what happens.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Well, they've run long races, and this is the first time they're going to run a 3-hour sprint race, and Vic Sifton's behind the wheel to start off. Good luck to you, Vic.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's try to bring this on home for the fans here at Mosport today.
Okay. The Ferrari's on the front row. That's good because Taylor's behind you guys.
Yeah, we've done a fantastic job until now. First row for us is great. It's very important, and looks really fine, for the race,
Well, you hear it behind us. The Chrysler Mosport 500 is about to begin. Sit back, have some fun. It's going to be a good race. Better believe it. Ferrari on the front row, Dyson on the second row. Rich Leitzinger gets a whole shot off of 10, and he takes the lead into corner number 1 in spectacular run. Who would have thought that would have happened with Ferraris on the front row? Leitzinger leads him through on corner 1 here. For a 3-hour race, that's a pretty big lead over this group, led by Wayne Taylor. Quick shot of Maxwell, one of the Oldsmobiles, and then Vic Sifton and the Eclipse World Sports Car as well. Balance the field coming down through as well. Some of the fans cheering on, guess who? Max Papis in the Ferrari. Rich Leitzinger once again leads Didier Taze down through corner 1. Wayne Taylor runs third. And the number 3 Ferrari next in line there with Fermin behind the wheel. We go yellow now due to the number 21 car spilling pretty much his entire his entire engine on the track. He did manage to get back out after repairs, and why not? He just about had us in yellow for some time. The number 21, Dan Ulsterholt, and the Cutlass Supreme bounced the field coming through under yellow conditions, and at this time some of the teams made some stops as well. There you see some of the Speedy Tribe being picked up. Through 5 now, the number 97, Joe Varde, Victor Sifton Viper, qualified 3rd in class. Great job there at a 1:21.451 as they head up the Andretti Straight. Now we see the Ferrari, the number 3 car, through 5 as well. Quick glimpse of Wayne Taylor, and then a shot of Ross Bentley there, the number 43 World Sports Car. The yellow machine there in your shot. And our other Canadian, the number 10, the Eclipse, with John Jones behind the wheel. Neil Jameson, also a Canadian driver in that car. It's actually Neil Jameson's project, and they're looking to do some more with John Jones in the future. Points leader Wayne Taylor once again. And 08, Scotty Maxwell in the Multimatic Mustang had a great drive as well. He qualified 4th. They weren't really worried too much about their qualifying speeds. They just wanted to get a good race set up. Qualified in the top 4, and they were happy with that. But number 5, that's one of the Bricks Oldsmobiles, the Auroras, with Brassfield, Hare, and Cunningham behind the wheel. The number 5 car, in fact, was the GT1 qualifying leader. Butch Leitzinger continues to lead the number 20 car. And once again, we're back under yellow, as we got a shot of the 43 car coming up the Andretti Straight, the Payne, Bentley, and Cochrane, number 43 Olds, Riley, and Scott, Mark III. Green flag once again in the number 47 car, the Morgan machine, with Charles and Rob Morgan. They'll line up into the guardrail at corner 8 with Charles behind the wheel. He was okay. We'll hear more about that later on. Joe Varde through 8 now, the number 97 Viper, and our chase for the lead. As we saw that go on throughout the entire 3-hour endurance race. It started at 1:50 in the afternoon. One thing you got to watch out for in this race is the closing ratio between the 3 classes, the World Sports Car, the GT1 car here, the Viper, and the GT2 category. All different engine displacements and the power to weight ratios, obviously, between the 3 being the most significant difference. And that means the Dyson Racing Ford Riley and Scott Mark III here, the Butch Leitzinger machine, will close up on a Porsche or a BMW GTS2 car just as quick as you could blink an eye. GTS1, well, a little bit slower than the World Sports Cars, so it doesn't take quite as long. Even though you see them step aside, that's the one thing you got to do in this GT1 and GT2 cars, is step aside and have a look at your mirrors all the time. Hey, what's this? Yellow flag. Well, we did spend a lot of time under yellow, and again, that chicane was the reason in many of those situations, but we won't worry about that next year. Passing some of those slower Porsches once again. Keep your eyes in the mirrors, because you never know when a World Sports Car is going to come by. Huh? See what I mean? Even the Oldsmobiles have to check it out. Wayne Taylor continues to forge ahead. He'll try to get up to the front, but won't get any better than 4th in this race. Winding down to the end of this race, I tell you, we had some spectacular finishes. Of course, we had some more yellow flags. That means cars come in, tire change, fuel stop, some of it regular routine, but then Fermin Velez is back in for a stop and go. 25-mile-an-hour limit on the pit lane because of the width of the pit lane here at Mosport. IMSA did say that this was their slowest pit lane speed of all the tracks they run. He's got to come in here. He'll end up with a stop and go, and he'll be out of the race. 47 car into the pits now as he got back on the track again. Charles Morgan took a hard hit backwards into the tire wall at corner 8. And on the hook here, the BMW Chevron B73 World Sports Car, the number 29 machine of Monterey, Caffey, and Daco. Their race is done, obviously. At 4:24, we went back to green flag racing, and again, this race is just a matter of minutes from ending. About 4:50, we'll see the end with the checkered flags. Another shot of Wayne Taylor as he tries to continue on and pass some more traffic. 3 wide on the front straight. John Paul Jr. doing a great drive here. He comes up on the number 47, the Morgan machine. He goes to the inside, coming out of corner 10, and the 47 is back on the track, and John Paul Jr. is on in his way. The 26 car, a little bit of off-roading with some contact with the number 4 car, the Taylor, Pace, Olds, Riley, and Scott Mark III through corner 10. They had some contact, and both cars went off, but the 26 more off than the World Sports Car, let's say. Joe Varde continues to run the number 97 Viper GTSR. Down to the final few minutes, it's going to be just a battle between two. We're going to have John Paul Jr. and Max Papis with a whale of a finish. A lot of pressure, and Butch even mentioned this about the pressure that John Paul Jr. was getting on these last couple laps. There it is, the white flag. Joe Varde comes across to see the white flag as well. Checkered flag. Congratulations to John Paul Jr. He held off an amazing challenge at the very last lap. First he lost the lead, and then he got it back through corner 10 with a spectacular move around the outside of 9 and into 10. And John Paul Jr. here in victory lane. Congratulations.
Great job.
Well, we saw them when they were here back a few weeks ago testing, and something paid off because it's 2 years in a row here for this team.
Yeah, well, the car's been good right off the bat, and the testing did help a lot. We went back, and the guy that does the shocks spent over a week just working on shocks just to get over the bumps between 3 and 4.
Amazing.
And it paid off.
Happy for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's just one hell of a race.
Trophy presentations, and that's a beautiful first place trophy, the Chrysler there. Champagne showers, well-deserved champagne showers, I might add, and Didier Tays finishing second and third because he drove both of the Ferraris. Max Papis showering our race winner after they dueled to the checkered flag. Yeah, just before you take off, hey, congratulations, a fine job.
Thanks. I can't believe it. I mean, JP was just phenomenal. At the end there, he just didn't bend. I mean, he had pressure on him like I've never seen, and he just didn't affect him at all.
Yeah, it was a great weekend for Dyson.
Yeah, I mean, the guys just did a fantastic job. Last race, we thought we had it in the bag, and it was taken from us. And this week, we really weren't as confident. We knew we were going to have to really fight for it a lot more, and we did the whole way. And I'm just glad that we could get this off our back.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
We move to GT1 category, and the Bricks Olds Aurora team, here Brassfield and Cunningham celebrating first and third. And of course, Victor Sifton and Joe Varde up alongside there for second place. Congratulations to Vic and Joe. We couldn't be happier for you guys, I tell you. You guys, terrific job. We couldn't be happier for you.
What a ball. It was a blast. All right, I want to do this again, but this time Joe and I promised each other we'd finish first.
Yeah, Joe, come on in here for a second. Let's get a word with you. Hey, great drive today. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I want to thank the Viper team and all the Chrysler people that were really good to us here. The car ran great without it didn't even hiccup the whole day. We're just happy to finish second.
Good stuff, guys.
Thank you very much.
Moving now from GTS1 to the podium of GTS2. Hey, once again, twice in a weekend you're here.
Yeah, I mean, it's my favorite track, so to win 2 in 1 weekend is a pretty good feeling. But BMW is a great car. It was really good on this track today. Team did a great job, so I mean, it's a good feeling for Valvoline, First Union Bank, and Yokohama Tires did a great job today too. It was a lot of fun out there.
Just as much racing as you can get in, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I started, ran about 2 hours, had a really good battle with Hurley, and then jumped in at the end in the white car and ran real hard at the end, so it was a lot of fun today.
And more of that champagne. And a lot of dry cleaning. Good drive. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. It's a shame we couldn't run with the BMWs a bit better than we did today, but with a brand new car to get on the podium, Schumacher crew, I tell you, great job putting the car together, and Larry gave me a great car for the end, and I started, but top podium finish is great. You know, we just couldn't run with the BMWs, but it's great to be here. It was a great day and a superb crowd. I mean, awesome crowd. Never seen a crowd like it here.
Well, making his way off the podium, and a deserving trip it was. Congratulations.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm a little soaked with champagne here, but
you don't mind, though.
I don't mind suffering through that sometimes.
Talk about the drive.
Just really pleased for BMW. You know, they work really hard and made a little problem in the practice, and they had to work extra hard to put the car back together so we could qualify good. And I'm just real pleased for them. BMW, Yokohama Tires, Valvoline sponsors, the First Union people. Those are the people that really deserve all the credit, because we come here on the weekends and we just get in the car and try and drive it fast and try and not make mistakes. And those are the people that really do all the effort behind the scenes, and they really deserve a lot of credit. Thanks to them.
All right, congratulations. Go get with the team.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Well, here we are, second place driver talking with first place car owner. What a fantastic finish. It really was spectacular. In 2 seasons now, we've had a wonderful finish at Mosport.
You know, today it has been a fantastic race for Ferrari and Team Dyson Ford. You know, it has been fantastic. You know, I overtook him in the last lap. He overtook me in the last corner. You know, it has been amazing racing, and you know, we couldn't deserve more. You know, all the crowd were very happy. I'm very happy. I closed up to the to the lead in the championship. We're just 1 point behind. It looks very, very good for the future.
Should have heard everybody in the press room. First off, it was when you guys were up the back straight in traffic and you took over the lead. Everybody's having a good time with that, and then all of a sudden you got a little loose there in the back couple corners.
Yeah, actually, you know, we were very loose in the last 2 corners, and JP knew that, unfortunately, and you know, we couldn't do anything. You know, he knew that we were loose and I couldn't carry any speed in the last 2 corners, so he went for it and he overtook me. But you know, this is good racing. It's very fair, and they deserve to win.
Well, here we are, the winning driver and team owner. What a fantastic last couple laps. You were sideways coming out of 10 cups a couple of times, and everybody thought maybe that he got you. Then all of a sudden, the last couple corners, you're back out in front.
Well, I blew it there on the last, going up the hill the last time. I switched over to reserve, and the car sputtered for a second, and he managed to get us alongside of me. Going through the chicane, I was just so mad at myself. I said, you blew it, you idiot. And I knew I had one last shot at him. And I was prepared to go through the grass if I needed it. We were just thrilled to win it. It was just tremendous racing. I really enjoyed it.
Being the defending champions of this race, how much pressure did this guy put on you to go out there and keep that guy behind you?
Well, you know, you want to win every race for Rob. You know, he's quite an asset to the sport of IMSA race. He's been around a tremendously long time, and to bring a win home to him is really, you know, it means a lot to me, and I'm thrilled. I'm really happy.
Good job. Congratulations. It was really a great drive.
Thank you.
All right, and Rob, hey, 2 seasons now, 2 years in a row, you've got Mosport owned.
Well, we don't own it. We just borrowed it for the last couple of tenths. That's all it was. It was thrill, obviously. When you sit in a race that's 3 hours long and it gets decided in the last turn of the last lap, but that's the way World Sports Car Racing has been, especially for us. I mean, we've won a lot of races in World Sports Car, and I'm proud that we won this one because it's been a pretty dry season for us. In the case of Sears, the tank was a little dry for us. But the thing is that it's great to be in Mosport. They've got terrific fans. The fan base here is terrific. And the other thing that I will tell you is that the fans are very knowledgeable. They all have an enormous sense of motor sports and motor racing worldwide. I was out at turn 2 watching a majority of the race, and I will tell you, I was impressed with all the people that came up and told me stuff about my team that reminded me of things that had in fact happened that were entirely accurate. So I'm really honored to be here, and I know our team is, I know John is, and we're just honored to put on a good show. obviously it's great when you win. But the thing that I'm most appreciative of is that the cars, all the drivers, and everybody came home safe. Cars rolling on the truck, which in the case of John last year, the highs and lows of motor racing, frankly. In the case of John, I couldn't be more thrilled. We started working together in 1989 with a drive at, John and I shared the same car at Daytona, and I can't remember where we finished. I think the car might have, I can't remember, but anyway, but I can tell you that we've been working together off and on since 1989, and we're always glad and honored to have John. But the thing that I think all the guys are really pleased about is this was John's first win with us in the World Sports Cars, and it's just a great thrill to be at Mosport.
Sure enough, and pleasure to have you two gentlemen with us. Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Thanks for taking the time.
And we'll be back.
Great.
See you later.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, guys.
Well, give yourself a pat on the back. Rob Dyson says you're one of the best around and very knowledgeable. As far as the results, Jamieson and Jones, they finished 20th, 25th listed for Bentley and Corcoran, and for Scotty Maxwell, a 24th place finish with 1 hour and 12 minutes into the race. The reason why? Here's Larry Holt to tell us. I'll tell you, we were so heartbroken for the whole team, and I heard on the radio about 20 minutes in, the dash goes out. If that's not enough, you end up out of the race.
Yeah, the car was going really well. Scott obviously was doing a good job. He kept telling us on the radio that it was dialed. He was running out front, for most of the time out there, although we were mostly under yellow.
Yeah.
And then, about 20-25 minutes in, he lost all the dash readouts, so we didn't get any feedback on what the engine was doing, and it was doing some not good things.
Yeah.
So, and then it let go rocker at about an hour and 10 minutes. But as far as the rest of it goes, when it was running well and we were under green, we had everybody covered. He was out front. We had about a second and a half a lap on the Viper, and we were right there with the Oldsmobiles.
Sure enough, and I think that for Multimatic and for Scott and yourself designing and building a car, you made a lot of noise again this weekend.
Yeah, I think what we need to do is come out a bit more often than like once or twice a year and get some miles under our belt. Unfortunately, sponsorship holds us back from doing that, but technologically the chassis and suspension, we're happy with it. I mean, what let go today was something that we buy off the shelf. It's an engine part. So, yeah, I think we need to get it out a bit more. We're going to go to Dallas next weekend, and we'll be in Daytona at the end of the year, and next year hopefully a whole season.
Let's hope so, and good luck with the rest of those races. We're rooting for you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
What's up, bud?
Well, I tell you, we had a good time talking to you guys last year, and it was a shame to have your race end this way. Are you okay?
Yeah, I've just got a stiff neck. I went in the wall over at turn 8 pretty hard, and it was kind of a backwards, sideways blow, and it kind of snapped my neck, and I had the doctors look at it. They think I just pulled a muscle. It's sore, though.
Yeah. How about Dallas next week, then?
Well, it's a question as to whether we can get 2 cars out. We we didn't run 2 cars here because of the possibility of having this kind of problem, so we may be down to 1 car next weekend at Dallas, but we'll be all right.
Well, tough break here in Mosport, and good luck in Dallas.
Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Good luck to everybody in Dallas, and especially the Canadians, of course. We cheer you on. And right through to Dallas, let's see what happens with Scotty Maxwell, and hopefully they'll get a full program next year. They thought they were going to get one this year, but hey, come on, guys. Let's hope for next year, okay? Well, we had Can-Am Midget results from Saturday, August 24th at Peterborough. Dan May won the feature. Keith Dempster was second. Jim Johnson third. Joe Hoffman was fourth, and Dave Balich, debuting his new car built by Dave McKnight, finished fifth overall. And guess what? Keith Dempster has taken over the points lead. After Mark Salmon has pretty much led the entire season, Keith Dempster is now out front, 24.65. 24.41 for Mark Salmon. Jimmy Johnson Jr. is third with 22.75, followed by Dan May at 21.41, and Jeff Ribbity rounds out the top 5 at 21.25. Some exciting news for the end of the season as well. Don't forget September 14th and 15th at Mosport International Speedway, along with Tailgate Charlie Speedway Thunder. CASCAR is going to have their series finale for the National Series. That's going to be real exciting stuff. And simultaneously at Shannonville, there's the shootout at Shannonville hosted by CRDA, and Brian Stewart has donated an Indy Lights test to the CRDA F1600 winner at the shootout at Shannonville. So congratulations to Brian Stewart for getting involved with that. Really look forward to it. And that's what we need, more involvement with guys like Brian Stewart, who's always there to help support the Canadian drivers, because if we've got to get more of these drivers up into the ranks, this is how it's going to happen. So 2 big events, September 14th, of course, Mosport, and the shootout at Shannonville. And I've also got to say very much to the crowd that comes out every week at Mosport and to the road course and give us praise. We appreciate it very much, and I got to tell you, it wouldn't be possible without all the volunteers that work on this production. We have so many people, Melanie particularly, Rob Howard has worked very hard on this, and most of all to the producer, Alcide Pravado, who I made fun of golfing last week, but really, these are the people that put this show together every week on their own time. Thanks very much. Have yourself a great week. We'll see you back here for more of IMSA on Pit Stop. World Sports Cars weren't the only venue at the Chrysler Mosport 500. Join us next week for the Dunlop Unipna F1600s, the Sony Mini Disc Enduro Series, and the IMSA Street Stock Endurance Races.